And eventually, I'm just gonna look at the camera for a long time until it decides that it's gonna publish us. Hey, how's it going, camera? You filming?
This thing always reminded me of the thing in Indiana Jones that they made him drink out of.
That reminds me of my grandma and that. If you could just mix the two.
The black blood.
The black blood. Dude, okay, and we are officially live, people. What is up? We've got some shit to talk to y'all about. So, to recap what we said before when we thought we were streaming, there's been a lot of shit going on this week.
Yeah.
And while you might have thought this week was a sleeper, it is not.
No.
We're here to prove y'all wrong.
Right.
This week was fucking crazy. And it has been, and it's only Tuesday, people. So buckle up and just freaking get ready, okay? Because shit's happening.
If you're not ready, then I'm sorry, because...
Yeah, you're in for a world of hurt, okay? You got to have your reflexes going like a dead cat. So, here we go. First thing, let's go in and talk about some UFC stuff, because it's probably what a lot of y'all are here for, if we're being honest. Yeah, there are some fights. There are some fights this weekend, okay? So, first of all, I think one thing we need to kind of get out of the way is Corey Anderson and Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah.
John. Optimus Prime is in the house. What is up? So,
Autobots roll out.
roll out. So, freaking Corey Anderson, it's been like, I swear, dude, Joe Rogan's trying to build this guy up on his podcast. Freaking everybody has been talking about Corey Anderson. And it's almost one of those things where, like, people are like, oh, nobody gives him love. He's going to kick everybody's ass. But so many people are saying that. It's like they're giving him love by saying nobody gives him love. It's
Right.
one of those things.
It's just like how haters fuel the world now.
Yes.
I
So
mean-
pretty much, I think, like, Dana White and everybody's figured that out. They're like, oh, let's make it look like we haven't supported him, but say it a lot. So we're supporting him. But either way, Corey Anderson, been on a tear. Just beat Johnny Walker, which was fucking huge. And everybody's saying Corey's coming for the belt. Well, guess what? Jan Blachowicz comes out in seconds into it.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy.
I mean, Corey Anderson is kind of one of those guys that I don't know if he gets into his own head.
Yeah.
Like, whenever nobody's showing him love, like, he fully believes sometimes.
Yeah.
He kills it.
Yeah,
like
he
the
gets in
Johnny
there and
Walker
smashes
fight.
it. Yeah.
Everybody thought Johnny Walker was going to beat his ass.
Everybody. I'm one of those everybody's.
And I was one of the people that said Corey Anderson was going to
Nice.
whip him. But he comes in there and he kills it.
Yeah.
Fight like this, everybody's backing him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got Corey Anderson. Comes
It's
in
a
there,
dark horse.
and I guess he just believes he's going to steamroll this guy, and doesn't take him as seriously as he should, and then
Jan Blachowicz just came in there and fucked
Lays
him
him out.
up. Yeah, dude.
I never count out Jan Black, whatever his name is. Jan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Jan,
just call him Jan. Jan.
Yeah.
I never count him out because if you look at his rap sheet of victories, I mean, the Luke Rockhold knockout is a huge.
That's a huge one, man.
Huge thing. Like he absolutely destroyed Luke Rockhold.
Yeah.
I think he might have retired him.
I think he did.
So
I think we talked about that in the last one, too. I think, yeah, you definitely called it.
there's
Jan.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this one.
Another one into the belt, dude.
If
Just
I had
another
it
notch
my
in the
way,
belt.
I would say let him and Reyes fight
Oh, shit.
for the next title shot. Because I don't care what anybody says. I mean, yeah, Reyes deserves a rematch, but
You kind of got to work your way back into it sometimes.
I mean, let him do this.
Yeah.
Let him do this fight.
I think that would be a good idea, man, because, I don't know.
And
Blachowicz
if
is-
anything, if they give Reyes the next title shot, Johnny Walker's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have gotten knocked out by Corey Anderson, but
Anybody can get caught.
everybody gets caught. That
Yeah.
was whenever he got caught.
Which is like almost what you could say with this Corey Anderson fight. I mean, that was another one of those anybody's going to get knocked out match.
Right.
Like, somebody's going to throw the punch first, somebody's going to take it, and, who's going to be left.
Which is why all of those people that talk about how,
I know where you're going with this already.
let's say George St. Pierre's career, how he absolutely just dominated people from start to finish. Might not have finished them, but absolutely dominated them. They talk about how it's just lay and pray. Oh, he just held him down. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. Anybody can get caught. But if you go into that fight and you're on your back and you're getting dominated the whole time, you fucked up.
Yeah.
And you got absolutely outclassed by the other opponent. It wasn't a situation where, he got lucky.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I mean, it's an argument almost for, like, Khabib, you know? Like, I do not like that guy at all. But he's got a great record in the fact that, like, he did that to Dustin Poirier. I was like, holy shit. But I don't think he's going to do that to Tony Ferguson. No. I don't see that happening.
That's a different story.
It is, altogether, man.
Because all of those people, they got taken down and were like, oh, God, I don't know
what do we do? He's grabbing my wrist and I can't do shit. He's raping me.
Tony Ferguson's going to be like,
welcome to home.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I like about him, dude. And then, all right, here we go. Next fight, Diego Sanchez versus Michael Pereira. So, Diego Sanchez pretty much was like, the recap that I got to watch on this, okay? Because I was busy Saturday, I'm not going to lie. I got to catch a lot of the highlights. But what I ended up seeing was Diego Sanchez looked at the ref and said, if I say I can't continue, do I win? And he said, yes. And he was like, I can't continue. And he was done. But I didn't get to watch the actual full fight. And so in saying that, I really can't talk too much about it. I don't want to talk a whole lot of shit like everybody's talking about Diego right now, because I like the dude. But
as far as I saw, like he absolutely had to have surgery.
Yeah.
On his cut. I mean, it required stitches. I mean, it was a fight-ending illegal blow.
And I mean, anything like that's pretty fucked up.
In
man.
that aspect, yes, take the disqualification victory.
Yes.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It was an absolutely illegal blow.
Yeah.
That you don't expect your opponent to do because you know it's against the rules.
Yes, and as soon as that happened, everybody on the internet just started blasting the shit out of him. Not saying anything good about him or not saying anything bad about the dude that did the illegal blow. They're like, Diego Sanchez, what a bitch. No.
In every single situation, anybody that said that bullshit on the internet would have taken the win.
Yeah, dude.
Every time. Because their head would have been split wide open, blood would have been running down their face, and they would have said, I'm done.
And you know what? The reason that Diego Sanchez was like, look, he asked a question. He said, if I say I can't continue, do I win? He knew he could continue, okay? He knew that, like, yes, I will keep going if it means I'm going to lose the fight right now. But if it means I'm going to win this fight, he doesn't have anything to prove for being a badass. That dude, from The Ultimate Fighter throughout his entire career, he's got fucking highlight reels that are amazing.
He's got highlight reels of him getting his ass beat, and he's got highlight reels of him beating people's ass.
Yeah, dude. So, the Nightmare. He was the original, like...
Right. He was the Nightmare and the Dream, and then the Nightmare again. Yes. So, like... I mean, this guy's had a big enough career that I feel like he can take that and be okay with himself. Yes. And anybody who talks shit has never got their head busted wide open with a knee.
For real, dude. And it shows.
So, I mean, give him a rematch.
Yeah, dude.
Like if they want that fight again, give him a rematch.
But these illegal blows, man, they gotta know. Like, I mean, you get briefed before the fight. Like, it's not like it's like, oh, I didn't know this was illegal. What the? You get a huge fighter briefing before. That's a lengthy thing that says doing this, no doing that.
They already know the rules already. But the ref comes into the back room and he talks to both fighters individually and tells them.
How short do you think that briefing is for ONE FC? They're like, all right, don't bite anybody. Have fun. And they just fucking go. I don't even know if biting is illegal there. They're like, look, you can kick them in the head while they're down. You can knee them, elbow them. Fucking just don't touch its dick. Yeah. I don't know what they say, but something.
But I watched a very interesting, like, bits and pieces of a very interesting Joe Rogan podcast with Josh Thompson. Uh-huh. He's an ex-MMA fighter. Yeah. Very, very awesome fighter. Mm. He didn't do too great in the UFC, but the rules, like, they had... I think he came from Strikeforce. Mm-hmm. And in Strikeforce, you couldn't use elbows.
At all?
Mm-mm. How shitty would that be? I don't know if it was at all. You might have been able to use them standing up, but you couldn't on a downed opponent. Yeah. And... he defended that in the sense that he's like, I don't want to end a fight with a cut.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like,
that's true. I mean, like knockouts you see with an elbow.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I want the fight to keep going as long as it can. And he's like, I don't want the guy to have to stop fighting just because he's bleeding too bad.
Yeah.
And then Joe was like, he was like, I get that aspect.
I totally get it.
But I like the freedom of being able to use that blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get both aspects. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to be a little more laxed on the cutting.
Yeah, well, the doctors definitely need to be, like, backing off, because used to, I mean, let's just go on and throw out the poster boy. Ric Flair. You think he was giving up? Hell no. Dude bled to the point where his white hair was fucking red, okay?
Yeah.
And he bled everywhere.
And he was still wooing?
Yeah. Woo!
All the time.
Just slapping you in the chest like it was the last day you'd be alive, dude. All right, so really quick, but either way, I guess recap. Diego Sanchez is a badass. Optimus Prime just said it. Tough dude. There's no denying that. So anybody that wants to talk shit about him,
go fight him.
I know, go fight the dude.
Seriously.
I'm sure he'll change your mind. But next fights that we got coming up, I want to talk about Paul Felder, Dan Hooker.
That fight to me is just amazing.
I'm so stoked, dude.
I mean, you can't script a better matchup because of how everything started. That's the way these fights need to happen.
Yes,
man.
dude. Paul Felder, obviously a great commentator, and he was doing a interview post-fight of Dan Hooker beating ass. Mm-hmm. Dan Hooker, dude's talking, and he's like, do you have anybody you want to call out? He said, well, in the light heavyweight, I've been looking for a good contender, somebody that's ranked, and you're looking for a fight. What do you think? And dude pretty much said, hell yes. Yeah, I don't think I'll fight him. Exactly, Curtis. I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't talk shit about him. I mean, dude. But yes, Paul Felder, Dan Hooker, that is going to be a fight to watch, man. Because Dan Hooker is on his tear.
Yeah.
Paul Felder is a badass. His fight IQ is out the roof.
Paul Felder is phenomenal. Like I watched, there was a highlight randomly that I don't know if UFC posted it or MMA Junkie, but it was a spinning back fist that landed on dude. Completely laid him out with it.
And the way that he was spinning into it was awkward too. It wasn't like just a traditional spinning.
I've seen him do standing straight elbow to the face. And basically ending the fight that way. Yeah. Because dude, it hurt him. He held his face, and then Paul finished him. He's a phenomenal fighter. Yes. Duke Roufus changed his career. Because before Duke Roufus, he wasn't as flashy. He wasn't throwing as much as he should. He wasn't as highlight reel. His first fight after Duke Roufus
changed him. I think this is going to be a huge fight for Paul Felder coming back. Both guys. I mean, Dan Hooker's obviously got something to prove. If he beats Paul Felder, he's in the contender. He's up there.
Yeah, he's
definitely at least top 10.
Yeah.
Paul Felder, this is just a way for him to come back and be like, look, I'm still here, and I'm still a contender.
Honestly, Paul Felder is almost the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If you can get through him, then you deserve a place. But, I'm ready for Paul Felder to be up there.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree with that.
I feel like after this, he's at least got to be number 2.
Yeah.
For getting a shot. And then eventually, I feel like, honestly, whoever wins this fight should fight Justin Gaethje.
Ah, yes, that would be beautiful. Hold up. Brother calling me. But, yeah, I totally agree, dude.
Whoever wins this fight, Justin Gaethje, either of them fighting Justin Gaethje would be a phenomenal matchup.
Fight, dude.
Yeah.
And then the next is, so that's this coming up Saturday.
And then the winner of that fight going for the title.
Yes, that'd be fucking awesome. So that's this Saturday. Next coming up fight is going to be the next Saturday with Joseph Benavidez versus some guy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. But Joseph's got this shit. I think he's got it. And it's going to be for the title. It's going to be for the flyweight belt. I don't know, man. I think he's a true flyweight champion anyways.
I know Figueiredo is a great fighter. I mean,
he's 17-1.
Look at his record. That proves a lot right there. But I don't know if he's Benavidez caliber. I mean, anybody can say what they want about Joseph Benavidez, but he is a phenomenal fighter. I can't remember if he had a title at one point.
I don't think he's had one with the UFC, but I don't know.
It might have been in WEC, because that's where he came from.
Yeah. Possibly.
I remember him fighting Uriah Faber back in WEC days.
James, what's up, dude?
So.
But yeah, I think the Joseph Benavidez fight's going to be really good. And then the next actual fight card that we've got is going to be Ozzy. So Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero. And then Yang versus Joanna. That is going to be a fucking amazing
Zhang's going to tear her up. I'm ready for it.
It's going to be good, man.
I'm ready for the Zhang to get all the hype she deserves. I mean,
she's a badass,
She already deserves hype
for
beating, who was it?
Who's the chick that...
Jessica Andrade.
Yes.
She deserves hype for just... I mean, that was a steamroll.
Yeah. Honestly, Jessica, I feel like... I don't think she deserved where she was at anyways.
No, it was a fluke victory.
Yeah.
That was tough. That was just straight bull rush toughness over superior technique.
Here's the real question. Rose is in that same... Rose Namajunas
and Rose has a comeback fight.
She does. Who do you think wins Rose versus Zhang?
I couldn't say.
Right?
I don't know how Rose's mind is after that loss.
Oh, neither.
This is her first fight back after that slam loss. Mm-hmm. So it's all going to depend on if her mind is right.
Yeah.
Because she's got all the skills necessary.
Yeah.
So if her mind is right, then I can see her definitely making another good run for the title.
I agree. And I don't think it was one of those type of losses where you needed to take some time off for injury. I don't think she was injured. Was she?
It was more along the lines of, I got to figure out if I want to keep doing this for a living.
Yeah, which is fucked up. I don't know why it's one of those things, man. Like, some of the best people in the game are their worst enemy. I mean, look at Jon Jones' personal life outside of the UFC. He's fucked himself up quite a few times, man.
Yeah.
So
another crazy thing that I saw, I don't know where I saw it, but it was a legitimate post from Israel Adesanya's coach saying that if everything goes well in middleweight and we eventually get the Jon Jones fight, after that we're looking for a heavyweight run against Stipe. And I was
what the fuck? Are you serious?
I was like,
how much weight's Ariel cutting to get to middleweight?
I don't know. I was like, come on, man. Freaking at least
185.
Like it
heavyweight's what?
265.
265?
265 is the limit for heavyweight.
Is that the cutoff or the?
Yeah, that's the cutoff limit.
Fuck.
So like,
dude, can you imagine trying to fight a guy that's 100 pounds more than you?
Anywhere above 205, because light heavy is 205.
So I mean, like, it's probably not too much of a stretch for him to get down there. Like, especially if he's cutting a lot to get to middleweight, because that's 185. And he's at least cutting 10 pounds. At least, right? 195. Dude's fucking tall as hell, too. Like, how tall is he? 6'3". I could see him getting there, dude. But I don't think he's got a chance, though, man. Holy shit.
There and getting knocked back down to middleweight
I could definitely
real quick.
Dude.
Real quick.
Yeah. All these people are trying to be 3 divisional champs, man. Izzy only cuts a few pounds to make 185, literally. So, see? I don't know, man.
Look. Israel fought, what's his name? Fight of the year.
Oh,
Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah.
He fought Kelvin Gastelum at middleweight. Kelvin Gastelum is a small middleweight. And Gastelum hit Israel Adesanya with some hard shots for that division.
That definitely stunned him.
One shot from Stipe equals every single shot that he took.
At the same fucking time. Square inch, pounds per square inch.
So one shot from Stipe would knock him into another universe.
Yes, I totally agree, dude. I don't think he's been hit by the same type punches that Stipe can throw.
And Stipe will eventually hit him. At least once.
That's what I love about Stipe, dude. Stipe is such a sleeper. Everybody, like, people don't give him the credit that he deserves. He's such a fucking badass champ.
Still don't give him credit. Even after he dominated, well, I won't say dominated.
Yeah.
Even after he beat DC that last time. They still don't give him the credit he deserves.
What I love about that DC fight is it showed off how good of a technical fighter he actually is. Because what he was doing wasn't working. Then he landed that freaking one body shot, and he was like...
He adapted.
Target.
Yeah.
And he just fucking... destroyed that. Oh my god.
He saw that Daniel Cormier could take his punches to the face. And he was like, I guess maybe he thought, I'm going to throw a body shot. Yeah. And then he saw
how bad he went. Dude, go back and watch that fight. That fight was fucking beautiful.
And then he finished him in that way. It was beautiful.
And the thing is like, he got caught in some of the same traps that he got caught in the first fight. He got in those dirty boxing positions where DC's known for striking and where he got laid out at. And I think he even got caught by a left hand.
Yeah. You know the funny thing about those dirty boxing stuff?
What?
Daniel Cormier didn't get good at that until after he fought Jon Jones.
Yeah. The eye poke, too. He fucking took the eye poke from Jon Jones, man. Hey, that's what got Stipe the first time. He got his finger like third knuckle deep in Stipe's eye through the glove.
So yeah, freaking people want to. I'm telling you, Stipe is one of the most underrated champions the UFC has ever had.
Yeah, and you can find him on Twitch streaming. Stipe Miocic. He plays fucking Call of Duty all the time.
Yeah, phenomenal dude, phenomenal champion.
Yes, I totally agree, man.
I think he's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if nothing else, he has surpassed.
He's had the most heavyweight title defenses in the history of the UFC.
And a lot of people will go back and say the DC knockout that happened, but what a lot of people don't realize either is he still actually, I mean, he was cleared medically to fight, but doctors said that he probably shouldn't have fought that fight, even though he had that, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He took some serious fucking shots from Francis and actually got a concussion from it. So, I don't know. I don't know how much of him getting caught there was legit, like, if that would have happened
he was still
without
hurt.
That Francis fight.
Because you saw the difference in the amount of time and rest and recovery he got from the first time they fought. The second time was a lot longer. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you saw the durability of Stipe in that second fight.
Yeah. So, guys, we're about to hop off RIP DC
One more
Brock match. Dude, I totally agree with that.
One more thing. I saw where Fabricio Verdum is coming back.
Yeah.
And he's fighting somebody. And I was wondering where he's been this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
where has he been?
I feel like, didn't he get in trouble with steroids or something?
Maybe. I can't. I'm
Either
not
way.
100% sure.
I like that he's coming back. It breathes if he does well, it breathes some new life into the heavyweight division because it's kind of stale.
It is. Now. I mean, there's so many questions. Like, who is Francis fighting next?
That Rosen.
But after that, like, who's getting a title shot?
Look, if Verdum does good, Ngannou Verdum, that's what I want to see. That's a good matchup.
You know what though? If
freaking matchup.
If Bellator didn't have Fedor by the balls, just bring Fedor back for one more fucking fight, dude. That guy can still knock out.
He can still crack.
I know, what the shit, dude. I wouldn't have thought it.
His brother's still fighting too. Mm-hmm. Have you seen his brother?
Yeah.
His brother.
He's not a heavyweight though, is he?
He might be.
Heavyweight disaster. Stipe is a piece of shit. What?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe you're... Yeah, hold on. I think... Okay, he's saying Brock Lesnar said that, right?
Oh.
I think so. Yeah. Because if you're not, then freaking... Dude, I swear to God. Stipe is the shit.
If you're saying that, then you've never seen an MMA fight in your life.
Yeah, I think you're fucking around, though. I think that's what it is. He's saying heavyweight disaster. That's what Brock Lesnar said.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Brock Lesnar has never seen an MMA fight in his life.
For real.
He was on so many steroids when he fought Mark Hunt. He was playing a video game.
No shit, dude.
Like
X square. Who do you guys think would win legit in a fight versus Brock Lesnar, Stipe Miocic? Because I don't know. I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar is going to lose that fight. That's my thoughts.
I see it happening a lot like was it Overeem? Except instead of the knees, it's just punching.
I can see that. But yeah, dude, I totally agree. Oh, you're out of here? Peace, Optimus Prime.
Later. You gotta start saying Autobots roll out every time you leave the chat room. Every time you leave.
But alright, guys. Well, yeah, answer that question in the chats. Who do you guys think will win Stipe versus Brock Lesnar? James said Stipe wins 9 out of 10. I say off his back.
The only time that Brock Lesnar wins that fight if they allow him to fight while on steroids.
Yeah. And then you see the commission like USADA walking in there in like fucking fur coats and like blinged out rings and shit, and all their teeth are grilled out. He's good. Let him fight. All right, guys. So speaking about corruption and shit, let's get off the UFC and into Boy Scouts filing bankruptcy. Let's click on this shit and boom. See, I don't think that they're really urging victims to come forward, but here we go. It says, Boy Scouts seek bankruptcy, urge victims to step forward. Pretty much, I haven't read a whole lot into this yet, but, I mean, dude, is anybody surprised out there that there's, like, some sexual allegations against the Boy Scouts of America?
Has anybody in the chat room been in the Boy Scouts? I never was.
I went to one meeting, and I got an Ernie Irvin NASCAR card. And I was like, I'm never going to do any better in my whole life than this moment right now. I'm fucking out. And that's what
I mean, the least they could do is give you Dale Earnhardt or something like that.
Ernie Irvan was my dude at the time.
Really?
88, the fucking
Swervin' Irvin?
Swervin' Irvin. Dude, I'm telling you. I think I was, 6, 7 years old? I was like, there's no greater than Ernie Irvan right now.
Ernie freaking Irvin.
Ernie Irvan.
You can't beat Dick Trickle, though.
Ooh, that name alone could
I
freaking...
mean...
You just cast that into some granite and put that over my head when I'm dead.
Dick Trickle coming around turn number 4.
Trickling it up. Alright, so it says, Boy Scouts of America urge victims to come forward Tuesday. This is the historic 110-year organization files for bankruptcy protection from the first step forward, creating a huge compensation fund for potentially thousands of men who were sexually molested as youngsters decades ago as scoutmasters or leaders. Fellas, hold on.
Scoutmasters or leaders.
Let's just talk about this really quick, okay? So, okay. I get a lot of this stuff, like the R. Kelly stuff, okay? Like, a lot of women came forward later because they were afraid to come forward and stuff like that.
Right. It's different for women.
Yeah, and being as a guy,
women get shit on.
They do.
So
and it's
bad.
one of those things like, what if they don't believe me? It took a lot of courage for them to come forward. But I don't feel like the same thing is true for guys. Like, if something happened to me, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man.
Here's the deal.
Weird.
Here's the deal for me. So, like,
Vern,
these men are
Yes.
coming forward
years later
because they were molested as boys.
Mm-hmm.
So, with those terms, that's the only way as a man you can come forward and be heard.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because it has to happen at a younger age.
Yeah.
Because as a society, we feel like men are strong enough to defend themselves from any kind of advances.
I get what you're saying.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's the only way that we could be taken legitimately in a in a
sexually
lawsuit kind of way.
I got what you're saying.
If I came forward and said that I was raped by a woman, nobody would take me seriously.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck if a guy gets touched by a girl unless he's a kid. Well, dude, so there you go. That's pretty much...
I mean, personal history of mine, it happened to me.
By a girl?
Many years ago.
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah. But
that I didn't want to happen.
Oh, fuck.
But it wasn't... It was one of the very first times that I had ever gotten drunk in my life.
Yeah.
And, like, I was... like almost blackout drunk.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things like I didn't know.
Shit. Sorry, peeps.
I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't necessarily stop it. And all I remember, it was kind of like I faded out.
Yeah.
And I remember waking up fully naked.
Oh, fuck.
And the chick was fully naked. And I was like, well, I assume, you know.
Yeah. I guess I know what happened here.
And I couldn't, there was nothing I could do to stop it from happening.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fucking, and who knows, like, did that chick bring you a drink? Maybe you were slipped something, man.
I mean, it could have been.
Yeah. I've had, like...
So that kind of thing has happened to me. And, I mean, technically it was rape.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it to happen
at
all.
And then people will look at you and be like, oh, you were raped. Oh, whatever, dude. But, like, they're not in your shoes.
See, here's what people like to think of rape, though. People like to think of rape as you being completely sound-minded and someone forcing themselves on you in a way that you can't stop it from happening physically.
Yeah.
That's what people think of as rape.
Yeah.
When you think of rape, you think of an alley,
like being
out in an alley,
overpowered.
A guy taking a chick out in an alley and forcing themselves upon him. And the chick just not being strong enough to fight him.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't think about what
the other way.
What a lot, probably 90% of rape cases really are.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, man.
And it's people not being able to do anything because they're under the influence of something.
Yeah.
And
I mean, dude, my wife, she was like, this is before I met her, but she was at a bar and she drank something, started getting really woozy, and two big girls picked her up and started walking her out of the bar. And if not for her friend, was like, what the fuck are you doing? They would have taken her out. And I don't know what they would have done.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what two big chicks are going to do to a little girl, but I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. And I was at one of my friend's band practices, and there was a girl that was there. I think I've told you this story. I kind of got like face raped, kind of. Not like, I don't, it was weird, okay? Like, I try to like make it funny, but it's like, dude, right. It was so weird because like, I swear to God, if I was a girl in this situation and a guy did this to a girl, you'd be like, there's charges that need to be filed here.
Right.
But I was not into this chick whatsoever, okay? And we were watching the band practice happen. We were all outside, and it was like me and my friend. And I was like, dude, this girl is like giving me some weird eyes, and I'm not into it at all. I just want you to know, I'm not into this chick.
Right.
Okay? Because I was pretty sure that he was into her, is why. All right? Okay. So I was like, no, there's nothing going on here with me and this girl, and I just want you to know that I feel like it's fucking awkward as shit. So I was like, I'm about to bounce. We're outside. So she walks out the door, and he, like, as soon as she walks out, he slid in the door. And then it's like me, her, the door. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go in and get on in here with her, with him or whatever. I'm going to go back in and watch their band practice. And she like shuts the door. I was like, God dang it. And she was smoking too, dude. I don't know if you guys are smokers, but if you're not a smoker and a smoker kisses you, it's fucking rough, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was so awkward. Shit happened. She like grabbed my face and just went for it, dude. I was like, ugh. And, I mean, I don't know. She wasn't bad looking. It was just like I felt like I was, like, fucking over my friend right then. You know what I mean? And I really felt shitty about it. And I was like, fuck, why the fuck are you doing this? And it was so weird.
And as a man, in that situation, like, physically, you can shove them off of you. And you can throw them off. And you can be aggressive. But you might end up hurting them.
Right.
Because they're, you know, softer.
Yeah.
Women are softer.
Baby Hooligan said it's like when a guy is trying to defend himself from a bunch of girls hitting him over being cheated. He will laugh when he's legit fighting for his life. But if the tables were turned and it was a lot of guys beating one woman, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess like in that sense, I feel like that's just way more fucked up. Like a lot of girls, I don't know. But yeah, I get it. It's double standards, man. Our society has a lot of them.
Yeah, but people just really need to start looking at rape for what it really is.
Yeah.
It's not, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be some guy that's preying on these women and dragging them somewhere and doing this. It's going to be at a party, and a chick is really drunk.
Yes.
And a guy just says, oh, I'm going to take care of her and takes her somewhere. And the people who don't stop that from happening, you're just part of the problem.
Dude, holy shit.
As the dude doing it.
If one of my friends was like doing that, I'd kick his ass. Like hands down. Just because I'd be so upset. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yes.
I mean, totally look at it this way. Austin Powers. Mm-hmm. In the first Austin Powers movie, he's like super into this chick.
Yes.
Right? And they're having a good time finally. She's been uptight the whole time. They're having a good time and drinking and laughing and all this stuff. And she comes on to him. And
he's like, nope.
No. He pushes her away because she's drunk. And he knows that it's not genuine. Be like Austin Powers.
Be like Austin Powers, people. Also, I mean, Boy Scouts estimate 1,000 to 5,000 victims will seek compensation.
That's a broad range right there.
That is. And that's a scary range, man. I mean, shit, they've been going for 110 years. Who the fuck set up this, like, sexual molestation ring? Like, how did this start, is my question.
Really, I just don't understand why this kind of thing happens. Like, in my brain, I just can't wrap my head around it. As a man, I've never looked at a young boy and said, "Oh, I want to touch him."
Yeah, it's so fucked up, dude. I don't know.
It's about the same as me saying, "Oh, that cat is gorgeous. I want to."
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't want to fuck like animals, so like it's the same exact thing. I totally get what you're saying. It's like there's no fucking connection there. I think that people that have that, there's got to be something mentally wrong.
Right.
Like there has to be.
I mean, there's no way that there's nothing freaking really wrong with them in their head.
There has to be. Yeah, I totally
do that. It's just like all of those Catholic priests that touch those boys. There is something really wrong
fucked up there
in their brain that needs to be diagnosed.
Yes, I totally agree. And it says more than 12,000 boys have been molested by 7,800 abusers since 1920, according to the Boy Scout files revealed in court papers. That's a fuckload of people involved. Holy shit. Oh my god,
that's insanity.
He was a.
I figured it would be like a couple of people over a long course of time, but 7,800?
That's a fuckload of people, man. But you know, anything can be corrupted. I don't know, man. That's so fucked. The organization listed an asset of 1 billion to 10 billion and liabilities of 500 million to $1 billion. Damn, dude.
Like, for me to see the amount of people involved in this, it has to be some sort of situation where they're taught to be this way towards the children. Or some kind of or like maybe a blackmail thing.
Yeah.
It had.
It's like that.
It had to be kind of like a blackmail. Like I bet
now I got some shit.
I bet you that some of these dudes were doing that stuff, and they ended up. Some other dudes walked in and caught them. Yeah. And basically said, "Hey,
yeah,
if you say anything to anyone, we're going to
expose you for that. Yeah, we're going to
totally agree, dude. Tell people that you were doing this too."
Yeah. Baby Hooligan said mental insanity. Wow, this is eye-opening. Dude, I totally agree. And James said that Rogan did a bit on his last Netflix special. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I don't even know what I would do if someone did that to one of my kids. I imagine I'd be in jail for something, though. Burn, I swear to God, dude. Like, I've got 2 daughters, and that is all I think about. Like, I would fucking kill them. It would be a massacre.
And it shouldn't be against the law.
No. You know, in certain places, you can... it's not even temporary insanity. That's one thing that you can actually say. Like, if that ever did happen, God forbid that situation happened, you can actually claim temporary insanity. And a lot of people do get away with shit like that. Yeah. So that is something that you can do.
And then there's also the thing with, like, when, like, people will walk in on their lover cheating on them and end up shooting the guy. Temporary insanity. It's a crime of passion or something. Yeah. So they can claim.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. But yes, all I gotta say is...
You can't deny anybody that goes to court over, like, say if you killed someone that did that, anybody that goes to court over that, the judge, if he can't comprehend with his brain that that's what he would do in that situation, then there's something wrong. Because anybody in their right mind would kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Jury of your peers. Everybody there's going to be like acquitted. And in fact, I don't know why we're in jail. You need to be getting a fucking key to the city and here's some money for compensation. I'm sorry for what happened. But alright, guys. We're going to get off the real subjects, alright? Because we just went down a fucking rabbit hole of some feels, okay? Hopefully we didn't get y'all too much in the feels, but shit's real. And if ever anything like that does happen to you or you know somebody... Y'all should be open and talk about that shit, okay? Go, like, do it on your own time. But, I mean, definitely, if that's ever happened to you, the cops should know. And that person that did it should be in jail.
Right. Either that or make sure and tell the people that are closest to you outside of the situation. Yeah. And get their opinions and just figure it out. Don't think that you have to keep it secret.
Yeah, because, dude, definitely...
And don't feel weird.
Person needs to be held accountable.
If the person that did it to you is somebody that you don't want to hurt, because them doing that forfeited that right.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
I totally agree, man. But alright, guys, we're going to get into some cool shit now, alright? So, here we go. You want to work our way that way now? Or you want to do 1, 2, 3?
Because we're ending on... We can go to the locusts.
Alright, guys.
And then we can do that one and then Dunkaroos.
Gotcha. So our last episode, we talked about locusts that are invading freaking...
it was Africa.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Scientists have, found a way to turn locusts into explosive sniffing cyborgs. According to a study funded by the U.S. Navy, the idea is to hijack the insect's incredible sense of smell rather than coming up with an artificial detection method from scratch. That's the kind of ingenuity we need, people. I mean, how fucking cool is that?
I mean, clearly we need this kind of ingenuity.
I know, and the locusts, they're coming out by the fucking troves, man, okay? The paper uploaded to their preprint archive, whatever, earlier this month, describes how a team from Washington University in St. Louis transformed the unsuspecting insects into biorobots by implanting electrodes into their brains. If we could do this to freaking locusts, what if they're doing it to us already? What the shit? Dude, but that is awesome, though. That's freaking crazy. I love, like, learning about just random new shit that people are doing. That is so cool.
I mean, freaking... Why not send locusts? They are a plague upon this planet. Yes. The least they can do is sniff out a couple of bombs for us.
I know, but here's my question. Is there, like, a plethora of bombs that are needing to be sniffed out to the extent of locusts?
I mean, not in comparison to the locust population, I guess, but...
That's my question, man. Cyborg organism. I like it, dude. But yeah, that is fucking crazy. I don't know. I mean, can you imagine how many little bitty chips they got to do? And that's got to take a lot of time. Like, clockmakers have to tinker with, like, little tiny things.
Yeah, I mean, it might be easier and less expensive to do this than send in those drones that they have or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a lot of, I guess, a lot of little organisms to use.
Yeah, and I mean, this might be more accurate than our sensors have, because, I mean, I don't think that we have artificial sniffing.
No, definitely not good capabilities. Dude.
I mean, they might have, like, pheromone detectors, I guess.
Yes.
But, like...
There it is, man. And who would have known that they could smell bombs? I mean, shit. I can't hardly
Right, how did they discover this?
Dude, I realized that either my sniffer is broken or something's up. Because, like, dude... I was driving to pick up the girls from school one day, and I had ate like 3 or 4 hours before that. Ate some Chick-fil-A, threw it away as soon as I got done eating it. So it was in my car for maybe 10 minutes, and then it was in my body. And then I threw it away. So, like, I go to pick my girls up 2 or 3 hours, at least 3 hours later, and Haven's like, "Did you have Chick-fil-A?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" She knew it. She was like, "Chick-fil-A, yeah?" It's like,
my sense of smell is like Wolverine.
Damn, bloodhound style.
And I found out that I got it from my parents, because my dad and my mom are the same way.
That's dude.
My dad told me that it was like a couple of days at work. He smelled something, and he was like, "Man, something doesn't smell right,"
Yeah.
And I forgot how the story went, but in a way, it was like he smelled something and it smelled off, and he told one of the guys, and then like a couple of days later, he was like, "You remember that smell you told me about?" And Dad was like, "Oh yeah." And he was like, "There was a propane leak over at plant blah blah blah."
Holy shit, miles away. Damn, dude.
I was like,
you probably just saved everybody from a huge gas leak explosion.
I was like, my dad could smell an ant fart in another state.
It's legit.
I mean.
Dude. So maybe they need to put freaking implants into his brain, dude. He can just sniff out bombs from like...
It's like Cerebro, but for bombs. He's just like sitting in a chair.
And that's all he can do is just smell bombs.
New York. And he like puts in the latitude and longitude of the exact location on planet Earth.
Yeah, dude. Yes, right here. Nope, to the left. You're right. Alright, dude, so there you go. Bomb-sniffing cyborg locust.
Our taste buds are like that, too.
Really?
My dad's taste buds. Like, I can taste food. Like, if you... Say, for example, you make, like, some pasta or something. I can eat a bite and tell you every single ingredient and seasoning that you put in it.
Fuck, there you go, man. Hell yeah. Well, we need to do the Pringles challenge, where we, like, stack Pringles on top of each other and you eat it and then, like, guess what we did?
I can probably do that.
We're going to do that, people. We're going to do that on here. That'd be funny. Alright, guys. So there you go. Bomb sniffing cyborg locust. It's fucking awesome.
At least they're sniffing bombs and not,
eating all of your crops.
Right.
There's always that. Alright, so here we go, guys. Next thing.
So what is the electrode shocks their brain and makes them
sniffs.
Like enjoy the scent of how bombs smell, so they want to eat the bombs actually?
I don't know how that's going to work, man. Dude, Easton said this weekend is going to be fireworks. Fielder versus Hooker. Well, what about that's going on, but then also Deontay Wilder and freaking Tyson Fury. This weekend is going to be insane for fights.
Look, I have never in my life been a huge fan of boxing. Because 9 times out of 10, it's boring as hell.
There are some snooze fest.
But I watched the first Tyson Fury and Wilder fight. It's probably been a couple weeks ago. And it was one of the most entertaining boxing matches I've ever seen in my life, period. So
it was pretty awesome.
Like, the whole time, I was just blown away by a lot of the stuff that was happening. Like,
there
are so many punches that Tyson Fury dodged.
Yeah.
And, like, he didn't see him coming.
No.
It was just boxing instinct. And he would be like, and it would go over his head, and then he would lean back, and it would be like...
He's a badass fighter, dude.
And, I mean, dude, it's going to be good.
Also, Vasily Lomachenko. I don't know if you've ever watched him, but that guy is one of my favorite boxers to watch. And he's, like, 3 different division title holder.
No, but I remember seeing some footage on him.
Lomachenko. Freaking, they call him the Matrix, but, like, he just... Dude, I swear, he's so good.
But speaking of boxing, in Nashville recently, Caleb Plant fought.
Yeah.
He's from, I guess, Ashland City, right? Some of the dudes in As the Sky Turns Red, when I was in that band, they're from Ashland City, and they knew him.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. He's like the super middleweight champion, I think so. And then he defended his title for the first time in Nashville.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, dude. So, it's good that he's bringing boxing here, and that's crazy that he
it was at
is bringing boxing here.
Yeah.
But alright, guys, here we go. Next little thing going on. Boom! Mark freaking Hamill joins the He-Man reboot as Skeletor.
I mean, what more do you need?
That's pretty much it right there, man. In a nutshell, I'm happy.
I have always loved Skeletor as a character. He's always been full of sassiness, and his laugh is up there with the Joker.
I mean, yeah, dude. Mark Hamill, I mean, like, he was amazing as the Joker.
Right.
So Skeletor in the Joker, it doesn't seem like a huge stretch. You're right. No. I think that would be...
But, I mean, it's going to be amazing. Like, I can't even believe it with my brain that he's going to be voicing Skeletor.
I know.
It's like a match made in heaven. Or hell.
Either one. But look at him. He's so dapper, dude. Fucking Mark Hamill. He's came back from so much.
There's going to be so many big people in this reboot.
Kevin Smith himself. Oh, yeah, okay. Announced last year by Kevin Smith. Who is actually going to be He-Man then?
Chris Wood. I don't know him.
Oh, okay. Prince Adam will be played by Chris Wood.
Oh, nice.
Supergirl. Vampire Diaries.
Tila is going to be played by Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What the fuck? That's awesome, dude. This is going to be insane. I'm freaking stoked. But it's going to come to Netflix, though, right?
Yeah, and Henry Rollins is voicing a character as well. So
Henry Rollins.
They did have that one reboot on Cartoon Network years ago. Yeah. And that one was actually really cool.
It was a funnier take, I think, that they did. Like, it was a little bit more, like, humor, wasn't it?
There might have been two then. No. Because the one I remember was, like...
This was on Adult Swim.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It's funny.
But the one on Cartoon Network... it reminded me of like the Star Wars animation kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was, that one was good.
Hell yeah. Well, there it is, man. Mark Hamill is joining the cast, and that's going to be legit as hell. And Eason said, boom. Ariel Helwani said it best. If you want to have a pretty good weekend, great Bellator, UFC, and boxing all this weekend, and none of them intersect with each other, which is going to be crazy. Wow. I think that's fucking nuts, man. That's going to be a really good weekend of fights.
I mean, why don't they always do that?
Right?
It's the best bet to do it that way.
I don't know, and then why do they try to compete? Like Bellator and UFC. Bellator's like, let's host this thing on DAZN the same night that UFC is doing a pay-per-view. You're ridiculously stupid. Why would you do that? I don't know who sets their schedule first, but I know for sure that the UFC has everything planned out like months, if not a whole year in advance. So
right. It's just like Pepsi throwing a huge party and then Coca-Cola throwing a huge party, and they're in the same city.
Yes. And you're trying to sell tickets to them both.
You're going to have a 50-50 split every time.
Yeah.
Why not throw them separately and have 100%?
And by this point, I don't know how Bellator's looking with the whole transfer from Paramount Network to DAZN, but like I'd imagine it's not playing in their favor as much as they'd want it to, because DAZN is fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm like holding off buying it. I don't really ever want to pay for it because I've got so many other subscriptions that I'm paying for. But
bottom line is, Spike TV should have stayed Spike TV.
Yes. Why don't you change into Paramount?
And they should have held on to UFC and Bellator.
How amazing would they have been? Spike TV would be like the greatest.
I mean, without Spike TV, UFC wouldn't be as famous as it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, The Ultimate Fighter was on there. I mean, everything. They really gave him a chance, man. Spike TV. And from what I heard, Dana White, like, if you go back and watch the YouTube UFC documentary thing that they did, like, Spike was pretty much one of the only people that would give him a chance at all. He went everywhere.
Freaking UFC, they had 1,000 Ways to Die. They had... What was that?
The Man Show for a while.
The Man Show. They had that. There was one more thing, and I can't remember the name of it.
Dude, 1,000 Ways to Die was hilarious.
And then they also had that weird Chinese...
Did they have that?
Yeah,
was that what it was?
So.
MXC Unleashed?
Yeah. And then they had...
that was probably one of my favorite shows ever.
The Scream Awards.
Yeah.
Were always on Spike.
Mm-hmm. Dude, they had really good stuff on Spike TV.
Such a good
Spike
channel.
TV was amazing. Now they changed it to Paramount, and I'm like, oh, well, cool, but What happened to our stations? Son of a bitch. Alright, guys, we're going to end this on a really high note, okay? I hope y'all are ready for what's about to take you. You might have already heard this, but...
In more ways than one, it's high.
Yeah. Bow! Alright, here we go.
Dunkaroos
making
a comeback.
Whole thing has just fucked up. Here we go.
I don't...
Technical difficulties. Here we go, baby! I don't even care. I don't even care about anything in my life anymore. Now that Dunkaroos is making a comeback, okay? Freaking delicious and amazing. Like, just everything about it.
It's almost one of those things that I can't even put into words to describe how good they are.
Yes.
Because they're just that good.
You remember whenever Surge came back and it was a big deal, but only Amazon was selling it?
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much the same thing in my feels. It, like, gets me there.
Yeah.
And
you had the Surge, and then now you have the Dunkaroos.
Can you imagine just doing a night where you've got Surge drinks, Dunkaroo snacks, and then you're busting out the old school Super Nintendo or Dreamcast if you're lucky enough. Dreamcast.
I still have a Sega Saturn, so that's right up there.
You just doing all that stuff and just chilling the fuck out. Can you imagine those days? Oh, my God, man.
Oh, dude, like...
Available this summer.
I still have 2 Surges left from whenever I went to Florida recently.
They still sell them. I like the gas station right over here, there's Surge. Dude...
They sell them in Walmart, and we went to Fort Walton Beach, and they sell them in the Walmart there. And I grabbed it's like the tall cans, and they had like the little cardboard containers.
Yeah.
I took one full container and like took an empty cardboard and put it on top, and just carried the whole thing.
Kept one going, dude. I swear, my brother is still props to you, Nick. But whenever they just came out, he bought me like a case, which was like $100 fucking at the time. I was like, I really want it, but I don't want to pay that much. And you can only buy them from the case. And I was like, man, but he bought me a whole case, dude.
Nice.
Kudos to you, Nicholas Reeves.
Yeah, he's always doing stuff.
Right?
He's doing cool stuff.
Random
like
yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But
Nick is the unsung hero of the podcast.
For real though, dude. Shit, I'm telling you, man. We got to get him back on here.
Yeah.
We need to get more guests. I think so. Soon we're going to have Ben Peverall is going to be on here and his band because they just released a new album and it's called Peverall. So it's Peverall. I can't remember. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to type it really quick.
Peverall, I think.
Yeah.
Peverall.
Yeah. Pever. Oh, no. Erall.
Nailed it.
Yep. There you go.
I still got it.
I put it in the chats because I am horrible at spelling stuff. But so check that out. It's on any free streaming source. Like I've got it on Amazon Music Unlimited, and
also
it's good stuff.
Brother Man.
Oh.
The last time I talked to him, he was really wanting to get on here.
He needs to get
I'm still waiting. I told him. I
Yeah.
said, message me, and you have any Tuesday you want.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just message me.
Yeah.
And they just released a new music video for their song.
That's
so
cool.
Brother Man.
Brother Man.
Look that up.
I'm gonna type that one in there too.
Phenomenal.
But
also, I just did my first Twitch stream last night.
He did. It was pretty good, man. We're doing
I felt so noobish, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I feel a little more relaxed now. I kind of broke through the.
Yeah, dude. Once
barrier.
you do your first one, I feel like that. From then on, it's just like, all right, I can do this. You know. And you did good, dude. You did good.
Yeah. Thanks. I was nervous.
But like, for real, the Twitch community has been fucking awesome, man. I really dig it. So
yeah, everything you told me about them, like they treat you so well over there.
Yeah, well, like people are actually on our podcast live right now, which a lot of our viewers don't get on live. Like they'll check it out later and stuff. But like, Baby Hooligan from Fearless.
Go follow me on Twitch then.
Yeah, there you go.
Right now if you can. That would be awesome.
Dude, his Twitch is Kick Cannon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post his on there too. But yeah, if you guys are on Twitch at the moment or if you guys have us tabbed up or something like that, we have Chris is Kick Cannon and then mine is John Reeves Live It.
Yes.
Layla, whoa, is there hot and spicy cheeses? Oh, wait, Layla, did you not know that this is a real thing? Look at this.
Also, extra toasty.
That one's pretty lit.
Like, listen, I am not a fan of Cheez-It type crackers or Cheez Nips or anything like that.
Dude,
just
I swear I love them.
I mean,
love them to death.
I kind of got into the Baby Swiss ones a little bit there for a minute, but I've just never been a huge fan.
Yeah.
These, I'm telling you,
they just got that
like
flavor, dude.
Cocaine or something. I mean, like, this is a family-sized box, okay?
Yeah.
And anytime they're on sale, like, I got these for $1.99 at Kroger. Because they had a sale on family-sized Cheez-Its, and I got, like, 4 boxes.
Dude, nice.
For $2 a piece.
Come on. Boxes? What the fuck?
Yeah, they're $1.99. Awesome.
Here we go. I'm just going to go to this because I didn't even know this was a thing. But there's a Cheez-Its homepage. People, Cheez-Its, sponsor us, okay? We've been working on this Mingy Jerky thing for a while now. And I'm not sure how much that's actually going to happen. But Cheez-Its?
They just don't know good quality advertisement when they see it.
I'm telling you, man. Look, I've done meme after meme for Mingy Jerky.
Right?
I haven't received...
I bet you people have bought Mingy Jerky because they've seen your videos.
Or like, just your because videos
made me buy them.
Right?
And I already like them.
Yeah. Dude. I don't know, man. I do love Cheez-Its,
I still haven't tried those, though.
The Snapped, I haven't tried them either. I'm going to try them today, though. I got to go to the store here in a little bit and go try them shits. But, yeah,
so
guys.
Crispy and cheesy good.
And cheesy good.
That's exactly what I think of every time I eat a extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Yes, dude. I'm telling you, next time you guys come in here, I'm going to have a soup made of Cheez-Its boxes. And then we're getting sponsored by Cheez-Its, people.
Soup? If you eat soup, I'm telling you.
Dude, yeah. Mm.
It changed my life.
It did.
I'm a Zesta man, also Ritz, but Cheez-Its.
Y'all are the biggest snackers. You know your stuff. Layla, I'm telling you, you come hang out with us, all right? We'll get you on that snack train, because
I may look like this, but I totally eat my weight in snacks all the time.
Same here, man. I try to eat big meals, but it never happens. I just snack, dude. I'm a huge snacker. We might look like chiseled people from freaking Greek Roman times, but in reality, we have snacked our way into morbid obesity.
Right.
It's just the camera takes off a lot of weight. That's all it is. Oh, God. But yeah, so that's got us for the week, man. We fucking made it through. We made it through the whole thing, and I just did my stuff. Love that snack life.
On a random note of shameless self-promotion, birthdays coming up.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Chris's birthday.
It's actually, what is today?
The 18th.
So it's Thursday.
Holy shit, people.
February 20th.
Nice.
It's weird, man. It's weird. Most times, you know how like when you're younger, you would like anticipate your birthday?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like Christmas. You'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm ready for Christmas. You'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm ready for my birthday.
Birthday's coming.
When you reach a certain age, you don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what age it was for me, but in recent times, I just don't. Yeah. I don't like anticipate it, or I'm not like, yeah, I'm ready for my birthday. It's gonna like, it's weird.
Yeah.
And then whenever it gets here, it comes and it goes, and I'm just like,
there was my birthday. Yeah.
Guess I got another year.
Yeah. For me, man, every time, like every one of my birthdays is like a mix between like, it's another year on my age, and then also I'm like, yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna get for my birthday. I still fucking do it.
But sometimes I think that too, because I'm like,
my wife's gonna get me something for my birthday, or like some shit, you know. I don't know. That's me. So every time on my birthday, I'm like, just a mix of emotions.
This year for my birthday, all I really want is more followers on Twitch and everyone to come check me out, because like legitimately, I'm gonna make that my career. That's gonna be my career.
Hell yes.
By the end of the year.
There you go, dude. Fucking do it, man. It's gonna happen, dude. I'm serious. We just gotta keep
It's the first time in a long time I've actually sat down and was like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. Fuck yes, man. I love playing video games, dude. That's probably the reason I love doing this so much.
I was born playing them. Like, it just seems like it should have been a no-brainer for me.
Stick.
Yeah. To have been doing it for a long time, I just never did it.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking stoked you are now, man. Welcome to the club.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, so... they can set you up with a lifetime supply of Cheez-Its, right? I would love the Cheez-Its.
I mean, what do I have to do?
I don't know. You tell me who I have to stab, and I'll stab him.
I will make a shiv out of Cheez-Its.
Cheez-It stab. And then as soon as you stab them, they burst into Cheez-Its.
Dude. Anybody ever remember the David Blaine Street Magic, like, mockery videos?
Yeah. What else is orange?
Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its!
Oh, that's so funny, dude. I freaking love that. But alright, guys, so check us out. We're going to be on Twitch. So his is Twitch TV / Kick Cannon. Mine is Twitch TV / John Reeves Live It. Token Smurf, what is up? Thank you for coming on here. But we're actually literally just now hopping off, dude. Dun dun dun.
Token Smurf, like, token it up.
No, yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure this is for your humor if you like that kind of humor. I assume you do because of your name.
Yeah.
But the other day, I I think I coined the term different tokes for different folks.
That's pretty good.
Because me and one of my friends had a little bit of flour.
A little bit.
And he was like, oh man, I'm just feeling so... Like, he was chilled.
Yeah.
And I was hype.
Yeah.
It hyped me.
Oh, weird, yeah.
And, like, I mean, I was hyped.
Let's go.
You know?
Yeah.
And he was the opposite. And I was like, well, different tokes for different folks. and
that's so cute.
I'm pretty sure I coined that phrase.
That's pretty good, dude. You need to get a shirt made. You need to get a shirt made.
Use that. Use that in your life, because it actually is that way.
Token said he loves it. That's freaking lit, dude. Hell yes. Well, guys, we're going to be back here next Tuesday at around the same time. Normally around, like, between 1 and 3. Just block us off, okay?
Yeah.
That's probably what we're going to end up doing.
I think we've hit a sweet spot there. So.
Yeah. So it might not be at 1, but it might not be at 3 either. And it might not be at 2.
It's got to be sometime
somewhere in that sweet spot. We're going to be on here.
Watch, something's going to happen next week and screw it all up.
Technical difficulties. That's what we're gonna rename our Twitch to, or like just all that shit. Technical difficulties. I swear, dude. But either way, you guys be good. So also, really quick, Thursday is your birthday, but also Thursday I'm gonna be doing on my stream, which I'm gonna have like you should get on there too. And then we're trying to build Chris's channel up to be affiliated. So that's one huge goal that we're doing.
Affiliation.
No breathing. Yes. But this Thursday on my channel, the John Reeves Live It, we're going to be doing a Fortnite Battle Pass giveaway. So, like, get on there. It's the top points wins, and I'm only doing probably like an hour to 2 hour stream. So whoever gets the most points within those 2 hours gets a free Battle Pass.
How do you actually get points?
So you can get points by watching the video, by either donating bits, subscribing to the channel, gifting subscribes, following the channel, any of that stuff. Communicating in the chats, and then also I do a like a bet it all, so you can just do #bet, and then you bet all your chips, and you can either like double your points, triple your points, lose all your points. You can do that stuff too.
So how do you calculate the points? Does it calculate them for you?
Mm-hmm. In the chat. Stream Elements does it. Okay. So yeah.
And then the points are used for just.
Yeah,
that.
It's just so on your channel, I'll show you about it. I'll show you about it.
I'm totally new, guys.
Dude, it's awesome. But hell yeah. Well, guys, y'all be good. We will catch y'all next Tuesday on here. We will catch y'all probably later on tonight on our Twitch channels. And until then, y'all be good. Fucking
love.
Yeah.